Mexico to stand down. From Southern California to Southern Texas, from San Diego to Brownsville is the quote, there is no border enforcement going on. I was down in Big Bend 3 months ago and told you, I used to see Border Patrol everywhere. They were nowhere. I used to pull into the checkpoint in Alpine, 70 miles in, where they would let illegals through but be told to go after citizens. There was no one there. One guy, and they just were waving everybody through. Wide open. And Mexico opened its southern border on record. I mean, this is the false flag, and the public is so in the dark that even when AP comes out and admits it, no one has an instinct to get freaked out about it. And so really, I'm just marveling, taking off 6 days, spending time with family. I just in retrospective, it was just, it just hit me. It's all real. It's all beyond what I thought. It's so evil. And it's all just about to start. You've seen nothing yet. They really want to put 50 million of us in camps just in the U.S. alone and pull our teeth out with pliers, folks. And they will do it. Because they want to. They really are going to blow up federal buildings and blame it on us. They really are going to bring in a total world government and release bioweapons in the next phase after that and just start culling people en masse. They really are wrecking everything on purpose. And again, you go to the TSA and you say you want to opt out, and the public's been bucking them so much they've made them behave and gotten rid of the more imperious people. But I had this one guy literally bug his eyes out and go, so you want to opt out? Like he was scaring me. This is in Houston last night, coming back through at the end of, quote, customs. And I started just preaching at them, not in a loud voice, and they were freaking out. They had like 6 of them around me. And all I was doing was calmly saying, listen, this is all basically unlawful. But I said, the southern border is wide open. And I said, you're supposed to let me through and just do your, quote, pat down. I've done nothing to you. And I'm sad that you're such an unhappy person that you're bugging your eyes out at me and getting mad at me. And this went on for about 2 minutes, and they all just collapsed. And then the head guy came over and apologized and took me through. And I realized the fact that I didn't even get angry at him. I literally said, you are a poor slave, and I love you. And I'm sorry that you've had such an empty life, that this is the only job you've got, and you're on this petty power trip, and that this is a fraud and a lie. And you're jumping all over me. This old lady, it was like 6 of them, in my face, and you're acting like you'd like to hurt me. Look at your fellow citizens with their shoes off to be humiliated, like they're going into a delousing Nazi facility with their clothes stripped off. And just look at how this is a total preparation for takeover. And how they lie to you about the cancer risk of these machines. And see, it wasn't fun anymore. Because I wasn't even angry at them. But our borders are wide open. And they now have internal highway checkpoints. They now have snitch systems. They now, in the news, oh, yes, nationwide, we're putting up microphones and systems that grab all your data without warrants and track everything you do in real time to keep you safe. It's all completely illegal, but we're doing it. But the border's wide open. Oh, and by the way, the Tea Party are terrorists, and the Pentagon's training that they're going to start a civil war and start bombing police stations everywhere with no proof, no evidence, no background, no history. Again, with all the sitcoms and dramas showing the Patriots blowing everything up in almost every TV show out there. Every cop show, every drama, every FBI show, every, 24 type show. Because they're preparing that. And they don't care. How many people die because they're sitting offshore, they're going to watch the whole thing and fiddle while America burns? And so really it comes down to this point for the American people, and the people of the world as well. This is global. You may think you're in Switzerland, you're going to be okay. You may think you're off in some Caribbean island, you're going to be okay. No, you're not. This collapse is a spiritual collapse, a cultural collapse of morals. And all of it is so expertly done, where they only gave the TV licenses to the most horrible fake con artist preachers to destroy Christianity. I mean, it's genius. I mean, I marvel at it, quite frankly, because I see the whole design, and then I see the public walking into the meat grinder, and I don't even know what to say. I'm going to play the Pelosi clip when we come back. Stay with us.
This hour brought to you by InfidelBodyArmor.com. When it hits the fan, don't be left without the body armor that will save your life. With prices starting at just $374.99 and ships free. Get yours at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Just won't quit.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
I began to get into iodine a few years ago because it was helping me and my family so much get healthy and detoxify. Most people know that iodine deficiency has been a crisis around the world. Iodine is key to so many of the body's functions, especially the thyroid. I discovered a product being developed by Dr. Group. You now know it as Survival Shield True Nascent Iodine that your body can really absorb. Then, about a year ago, he said, listen, if you think this is powerful, I'm going to come out with rare earth, deep earth crystals. And the results that I personally have had have been life-changing. Nobody else has got iodine based on these pure crystals, ladies and gentlemen. This is innovating, and the best part is it helps fund Infowars.com, the radio show, the TV show, the whole media operation promoting true libertarian ideas. For a limited time, experience the ancient power of Survival Shield X2. Take advantage of this unprecedented 30% off super detox special at InfoWarsLife.com.
A sudden change in the wind. The day grows dark as ominous clouds move in and lightning begins to carve arcs in the sky. And you realize you are not prepared.
I am telling you to take cover.
The number of intense storms is increasing exponentially in the U.S. Tornadoes, hurricanes, flooding, and droughts are happening with greater magnitude and frequency. If you are choosing to rely on the government to save you,
And no one's coming to help them.
you could be dead wrong. The first step towards self-reliance in the face of disaster is a visit to MyPatriotSupply.com. There you'll find the absolute best prices on storable foods, non-GMO seeds, emergency water filtration devices, and so much more. All orders over $49 qualify for free shipping in the lower 48. Visit us online or call 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927 and speak to one of our preparedness advisors today. Remember, before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.
I want to thank the Creator for the gift of consciousness and for the fact that despite all of my foibles and warts, I do want justice, and I'm not a coward. And I'm going to go to the end against these people because there's no hope in giving in to them. And I think once we can create a spark in the mind out there, in fact, I know this, it's infectious, especially in a time of great evil. We need to reach out to people and let them know the full story, why things are bad, why things don't seem right, why things are so twisted. Think of the arrogance of the elite to open the Mexican border to Guatemala and to open the Texas and California and Arizona and other borders on the south of the United States to flood the country and to have Nancy Pelosi say, oh, I love the Hispanic children. I want to take some home with me if I could. As if that multi-hundred millionaire, swindling, criminal, mafia, literal witch. I mean, these are gangsters, folks, by every metric. Feinstein, all of them. I mean, these are criminal masterminds. And they can open the borders up and say, don't be racist, take home some Hispanic children. What? And, you know, this is our family. This is North America. This is our region. This is our hemisphere. This is our... Because we're in the North American Union, and what conservatives have to realize is George W. Bush signed that in a secret agreement with Vicente Fox, declassified 2007. He signed it in 2005. The full agreement remains classified. That's why I've been freaking out, folks. They have classified North American Union agreements, and then Bush comes out in 2007 and gives a Rose Garden speech with Merkel. This is an endgame, and Barroso, the head of the EU at the time, admitting it all. I mean, it's like the Southern Poverty Law Center and the White House mouthpiece, the mouth of Sauron, Media Matters, came out last week and said, you know, Fox News, CNN, picking up Alex Jones's conspiracy theory that they're letting illegals in. Letting them in? Hell, they're paying to ship them wherever they want to go. I mean, I have it in triplicate. ICE whistleblowers, emergency managers of major cities, video of it. I mean, you think I just get up here and say hydrofluorosilicic acid will reduce your child's IQ by at least 10 points, Harvard study? You think I just made that up? 7-fold increase in bone cancer? You think I did not making jack crap up, okay? I'm not making nothing up. And I'm sick of people out there in denial. You're going to lose everything, people. We're in grave danger. We're already in deep you-know-what, but it's getting deeper fast. And as a man, as a parent, I mean, my spider sense is just off the charts. And I told you months ago, get ready. They've got full-scale war in Ukraine, full-scale war in the Middle East and in Africa with Al-Qaeda taking over everywhere. Missiles have been given to them by our evil government. The border's wide open. It's like a bad James Bond villain runs America. And it's beyond Obama. I never got to the Pelosi clip. We'll get to it with... Harry did. Let's go out to break with her. I said I'd do it. Go out to break with her. Here she is.
Anyone who comes here sees that this is a community with a border going through it.
Boldly proclaimed the coming North American decades as the title now. It's founded on recognition that if you put these three economies together, as has been the case 20 years ago.
We'll be back. We'll be back. And again, he goes on to say, what's next, America? That's Petraeus. And again, they told you they weren't doing it while they do it.
Communications Radio Network.
And it isn't good. That's another thing.
Hi, I'm Dr. Edward Group. It took me 20 years of searching the globe to find the deposit of the highest purity iodine available. The new Survival Shield X2 is mined from 7,000 to 10,000 feet below the earth in pristine, environmentally clean conditions. The iodine crystals we use are extracted from an ancient 300 million plus year old deposit deep in the earth. It's the strongest nascent iodine on the market today. It delivers 650 micrograms per drop. Experience the new formula. Experience the ancient purity. Shield your family. Survival Shield X2. Available now at InfoWarsLife.com.
X2 from InfoWarsLife.com or call toll free 888-253-3139.